Okay, good morning, everybody. Um, Welcome to the first of what will probably be many assemblies. First of all, it's a sad time that we are having to go into lockdown again, and it's also a sad time that the government chose to make an announcement about exams without speaking to us. So we don't know. We don't have many answers around the exams at the moment. But what we will do is Year 11. There will be a live webinar for you and your parents this evening at 7 p.m. and you'll all need to sign on then, and hopefully we'll have some more answers. The important thing is this: even though the government made an announcement about exams, what they said is that they are not going to be the same. So there is going to be some form of assessment and testing. So it's important that you attend all your lessons. And whilst we're on that, what I want to say is that everybody needs to attend all of their lessons. Unlike many schools, we have live lessons, and our live lessons take two forms. So one form is that there are for Key Stage 3, you'll see pre-recorded lessons, but there's a live teacher present all the time for your question and answers. And at Key Stage 4, all your lessons are live and with a live teacher. So you need to make sure that you are signing on. For every lesson, there's a register taken. If you do not attend a lesson, your parents will be notified of a truancy absence. You need to make sure that you are signing on to all of your lessons. The most important thing to understand is this: whilst they're saying that there are not going to be any exams in the sense that we have them currently, you will be assessed still on the curriculum, and that is what we are continuing to teach, is the curriculum. So it's really, really important that everybody is online to do the lessons. Anybody that we know that are not attending and there's concerns around computing, etc., we do have facilities to support you in that. What I'm going to ask Mr. Campbell to do is just to share the website for you so you can have a look at what the school day looks like in terms of timing. So you can see on there, and you can go onto the website. It's quite easy to find when your lessons are. You will see that the lessons start at 9 o'clock and they are 45 minutes. Now, in between each lesson, there is a break. It's really important that you take that, you get up, you stretch, you go to the bathroom, you get yourself a drink, whatever it is that you need to do. But you need to make sure that those breaks happen, because that's all about making sure that we are prepared when we're going in. But you must sign on the hour of the beginning of your lesson. The PE department will be putting out some videos, etc., for you to use, so you can do some physical exercise and some physical strength stretches, etc. We also, as you know, have wellbeing mentors, because lockdown is difficult, and we understand that, and we understand that everybody deals with it in different ways. And so we need to make sure that your mental well-being is looked after as much as we can from this remote way of teaching. And so wellbeing mentors, your learning leads, are the persons that are the point of contact. Do not be ashamed to say if you're finding it difficult, because we are here to support you. This is a difficult situation for all of us. It's not a natural way for us as teachers to deliver our lessons, and it's not a natural way for you to receive learning. And I know that people will be feeling isolated, a little bit lonely, missing friends, missing that social time that you have. It's not just about coming into school and going to your lessons. It's about mixing with your friends, and that is a difficult thing for us. We just pray that it doesn't last too long, and that we do come back in after the February half term, but we don't know. And what is really important that I want to stress to you, and I'll be stressing this with your parents also, is that we hear the news the same time as you. We are all in shock at the moment about the exams. We literally found out at 8 o'clock when the Prime Minister announced it. So that's when we found out. And there have been no further answers. So that's a concern for us. But the most important thing is that we're lifelong learners, that we get you ready for college, and that you are not as unprepared as last year. So last year when this happened, Year 11 just kind of stopped engaging. You cannot do that. I cannot press that enough. So remember that this evening at 7 p.m, I will be doing, for Year 11, for you and for your parents, I will be doing a live webinar. Some of the questions, and there have been some good questions. I saw Stephanus ask about predicted grades. Probably have a better answer for you at that time. But some of the questions that you're asking are absolutely important and necessary questions that we need to be able to respond to. I don't know, Mr. Campbell, to put you on the spot, but could you just talk a little bit about, just remind students again about how they engage in the live lessons through Google Classroom?
Yeah, 100%, miss. So the first thing is that if you go onto our website that you'll see here, all of our important announcements and information will come up at the very start. Okay, it'll come up at the very front. So the announcements here, really important stuff will come up in this part, and then you've got some things here to help with you as well. And there's our latest news down here. If you click on the return to school information, it'll tell you what's going on for the next 2 weeks. It will also have the timetable that Mrs. talked you through. One little point just to be about this is, remember, year 10s, you are following your timetable, but your times are in line with everybody else. So your timetable, what you're going to is exactly the same. It's just the timings that have slightly changed. So please just be aware of that and check that each day. Then you can go down and you've got our class codes. So if you can't remember the class code, you should already be in it. You've got them. You just click here, and you can find all your class codes for your lessons. As soon as you then go into your lesson on Google Classroom, what you'll find is, if I can put one up really quickly now, in your Google Classroom, and you will find your teacher will have given you an announcement. Okay, and the announcement will happen at the first thing, and they will give you that announcement. In that announcement, it will give you exactly what is going on in that lesson. Okay, and that's really important you understand that. That's what is going on in that lesson. So if I go to one of my classes with my engineering group, you can see here, I have morning, what have they got to do, what's going on in that lesson, and then really importantly, in the comment bank, you put your name. That's where the registration is taken. If you don't put your name in that registration, then you will not be recorded of being in the class, and then whenever the teacher takes a register, there will be an email that gets sent out to your parents and a message that they know that you weren't in. So it's really important you go on to that and you put your information in there. You'll also find some more classwork in here, and this will be all nicely organized for you with what revision and what work you guys need to be doing. So that is where you can find all of that information. Up at the top left, no matter what, if you're in year 7, year 8, year 9, year 10, or year 11, once you click into here, I'm not going to do it now because it might ruin the stream, but once you click in here, you will have your teacher there. Okay, so there'll be a teacher there to support you. So even if your work might be pre-recorded and they've set little quizzes for you that you need to work on, if it's in that time, you can click on that and there'll be somebody there to help and support you. And as Miss says, you have to really remember that actually help and support is fine to ask for. Okay, it's difficult. It's really difficult at this time to learn on your own sometimes, and you need that little bit of help and support. So please do not be afraid to go in there, ask your teacher, can you please help me? Can you support me with this? I'm not too sure about this, and then they will reply to you there. So that is how you find out the information. That's how you find out the updates, and that's how you use Google Classrooms. Yes.
Thank you, sir. Like I said, year 11s, your questions, I'm going to have a look at those after this. I don't want to turn this into just a year 11 session. I will, 7 o'clock this evening, we will be able to have some more information and be able to respond to some more of those questions. Also, somebody asked about if they had an orthodontist appointment, but if you've got an appointment, a medical appointment, and there's a reason why you cannot be on your live lesson, then you need to contact your learning lead. Let your learning lead know, and the emails, addresses for learning leads, etc., are on the website as well, aren't they, sir? So it's easy for you to be able to navigate around. The timetable is online. So your time, it's not a timetable that you would have normally followed in school. The timetable is there for everybody to see. And that timetable will be the same each week. That's what you need to understand. So people won't have individual timetables. Again, the questions and answers there. What will also happen is that you will have, just like we're doing this now, you're going to be doing that with your learning families and in your year groups. And then they will be able to, specifically for all those year groups, answer the questions. Let me explain to you again about how the lessons are taught. All lessons are live in the sense that there is a member of staff in every single lesson. The only difference is that at Key Stage 3, you will see some pre-recordings. So you'll have some pre-recorded parts and there'll be the teacher speaking to you. Whereas when Key Stage 4, so that's 10 and 11, the teacher will be delivering them just as I'm talking to you right now. So for Key Stage, all lessons are live in that there is a member of staff in every single lesson that you can talk to, communicate with, ask questions, seek clarity. So that hopefully that explains what I'm saying there. I don't know if there's any other way to explain it other than that. I think that's quite simple and clear. Okay, guys, listen, we will keep regular contact. I'm not ignoring any of those questions. Year 11 ones, see you at 7 o'clock this evening, and we'll be able to go through some more of those. But I want you to understand that we have been given limited information. And so, but I'm going to do the best I can to find out the information between now and 7 o'clock this evening, hopefully, to be able to respond to some more of those questions. But stay safe. It is difficult, but you must stay safe. This virus now, as it is now, is spreading. They said yesterday it's 40% increase of spread from the last time around. So you have to. It's tough, but you must keep yourself safe. Follow the guidelines, follow the rules, sign on to all your lessons. If you need devices, then you need to make sure that you contact your learning lead in the first instance, okay? And we're working out a way to be able to deliver them to you as soon as possible, okay? Stay safe, and hopefully I'll speak to you soon.